Back in the featherweight division for this matchup, Alex Kravstov wearing white with red trim shorts, and his opponent James Insane Erleane in the black. I wonder if we're about to see why they call him Insane, Jay.
I hope so. We've had some pretty intense fights so far tonight, and if we can throw a bit of insanity into the mix, we might have seen nearly everything.
Two fighters trying to find the range early.
Kravstov light on his feet, really in and out. Looks almost like a karate stance.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Jay. This man started out in karate when he was 8 years old. He spent some time working in Shotokan, where he earned a first dan, and then threw in a couple of years of kickboxing and boxing before moving into MMA.
Obviously a well-rounded striker then. We'll look to be keeping this fight on the feet.
He looks to be extremely light on his feet, moving in and out.
Yeah, obviously you need to make adaptations from any martial art to make it fit into the mixed martial arts mould. But, you know, with a background such as his, he's got a lot of tools in these stand-up exchanges. I'd like to see what kind of array of strikes he can throw.
Landing some strikes on the inside is Kravstov. Reacting well is James Erleane, clinching and pressing him up against the fence, trying to land some knees of his own.
Yeah, looks to control the head and hit with a knee, but it's Kravstov now who looks for a single leg, maybe a high crotch takedown. Erleane trying a guillotine choke.
Alex, shoulder.
Work. Diving to guard, looking for that guillotine is Erleane. He obviously feels like he's got a chance with this submission. It looked like Kravstov's hand moved to tap for a moment there.
Yeah, but instead he chooses to try and fight the choke. It's hard to see from our position just how close that choke is.
Well, defending well is Kravstov, though it looked tight and very tight at the start.
He's using that left arm to work to lower his opponent's right arm down, and he's got it free. That's good work there. There's a danger of burning your arms out if you hold on to a choke like this for too long. Erleane is definitely straining to finish that guillotine, and he hasn't managed it. So Kravstov now in a dominant position on top.
And he went straight back to throwing some shots, not phased in the least by the near submission. And Erleane looking to tie up those arms and protect himself from further damage.
Oh, Kravstov's done a good job there of creating a bit of space, and as soon as he got a few inches, just let the punches go.
So explosive is Kravstov here. Every time he throws, he just seems to burst so fast.
Working that body-body head combination, something that's staple in any ground and pound routine. You'll hear that in gyms across the country. Body, head, and he's used it well so far.
Looks like climbing for a triangle is Insane Erleane. Kravstov seems to be wise to these maneuvers and kept his right hand heavy enough to avoid the submission.
A wry grin there from Kravstov as the round ends. Seems to be enjoying himself.
Seems to be. Both fighters seem to be enjoying it. How do you think that round went on the judges' scorecards, Jay?
For Erleane, you know, he went for the guillotine. When the submission attempt, you're looking for it for so long, and it's not successful. You know, it makes it really hard to score because he was looking for a guillotine for quite a long time. But Kravstov worked well from the top. He was savvy for the submissions, and it looked the sharper man on the feet. So, you know, if anything, an edge goes to him in my books.
But it's certainly all left to play for here in the Ulster Hall in Belfast, Northern Ireland. We're here with you tonight for Clan Wars 12.
Yeah, it's Kravstov who looks, you know, he looks really unfazed. He's happy to be in there. He's relaxed in the cage, and that counts for a lot, especially for a guy who's an amateur fighter. He looks really composed.
Referee Peter Lavery calls them on for round 2.
Just waiting for that explosion from Kravstov, the way he bounces and moves, and there's the one.
Very nice back heel kick there from Kravstov. Obviously dipping into his karate dictionary for that technique. And attempted a 360 turning kick there.
Yep, more acrobatics. I'm sure the crowd will love that if Kravstov keeps that up.
Absolutely. Very exciting fight between these two young guys.
Yep, McCarlin, you know, he's a young guy learning his trade. Gets caught with a hard right hand from Kravstov.
Big right hand there landed by Kravstov. I was about to say that Mackerlane's struggling to generate some momentum as he's being pushed back by Kravstov's strikes all the time. He came slightly forward and got tagged, but lands with a right hand of his own.
Keeping that right hand tight, but as he drops it there, a beast of a straight right just whisks past his chin.
That was quite a swing there by Kravstov as he circles away now. Seems happy to let Mackerlane come forward for the moment. And the two return to the clinch. Mackerlane presses Kravstov up against the fence. Kravstov tries to convert it into a head throw. Unsuccessful. It looks like he might be in danger given his back there, Jay.
Yep, he looked for the throw there, one out of the judo textbook, and that is the danger when you go for a throw of that manner, to give up your back if it doesn't quite come off. And Mackerlane, although he's not got his hooks in, he might be able to work to a good dominant position here. Good scramble though from Kravstov.
And he starts to get back on top. And it looks like Mackerlane's going for a Kimura there.
Maybe work for a triangle there, and he throws that leg over the shoulder.
Danger here for Kravstov as he's trying to strike while within that position. Landing some good strikes, but how much danger is he in there, Jay?
Oh, he's in a lot of danger. That arm is across the body. He needs to stop punching and start looking up to the ceiling, try to posture and work his hips in. McCarlin up, switching
quick
for the
change
arm
from
lock.
McCarlin to an armbar. It looks deep. There's a lot of pressure on the elbow there.
Oh, that looks really hyperextended from our position.
That's a really bad armbar by Kravstov.
Oh,
it's a wonder that he can hold on here.
He grits his teeth. The referee's ready to, he's expecting a snap, I think.
And he's not giving up, and neither man is giving up. This is incredible tenacity here.
Wow,
referee Peter Lavery is moments from stopping this fight.
What a show of grit from Kravstov. And he's got the elbow free. That is amazing.
What tenacity shown by Kravstov there. Such a deep armbar, obviously tremendous pressure on his elbow, and he just gritted his teeth and said, come on.
Yep, and a knowledgeable Clan Wars crowd really appreciated that. It just shows that, you know, the guys in attendance here are MMA fans. They recognise everything from knockout to submission escapes.
Absolutely. Gone are the days where they only wanted to see striking. The crowd around the world, and especially here at the Ulster Hall, appreciates all of MMA.
Just shows how far the sport is coming in this region when you know, the casual fans are appreciating something, and you know, like a submission escape. I think it's really inspiring to see the fans here at the Ulster Hall clapping, and of course they recognise that Kravstov was really gritting his teeth to try and get out of that.
The question for his corner, of course, is how much damage has been done. He seems to be moving his arms around fine.
Yep, maybe he won't be feeling it so much in the cage now. Maybe that's one for later on when he's sat at home and there's no more adrenaline, and then I imagine the tendons will be sore. Still seems quite happy though. Wry smile again.
He exchanges a smile with his opponent. These two young fighters are more than happy to delight the crowd with a third round in what has been a tremendous matchup so far. And this has to be all to play for in this final round, Jay.
Yeah, it's a close fight, 2 close rounds, arguably 1 each. So with 3 minutes left to go. Oh, nice right hand from Kravstov.
Lovely right hand there, as he preempted Mackerlane's movement and landed his own right. You can see a lot more of the karate stance shaping in Kravstov as the match progresses.
Yeah, it definitely looks Machida-esque, looking for the counters as Mackerlane comes in, but Mackerlane's not really initiating the striking exchanges too much, so it's forcing Kravstov's hand to try and get them off himself. Yep, they're in the clinch on the cage. Kravstov with his back on the fence wants to try and turn his back off, try and get back to the centre of the cage.
Some knees coming in from Mackerlane, but converted to a takedown by Kravstov, and he immediately starts to land ground and pound.
Yeah, he wastes no time in throwing his strikes there. That's one difference. As soon as he gets an inch, he's throwing vicious strikes. McCarlin has to be wary every time. Oh, and a nice counter right hand again.
A beautiful right hand.
We talk Machida-esque. You know, he knocked out Ryan Bader recently with that exact shot, that counter right hand. You know, it is a shot that works in MMA.
And he's letting the leg kick come and then intercepting with the right hand as he does. Another right hand lands. Some big shots landed here now from Kravstov and Mackerlane.
There's something in the water. You know, the guys around here just seem to relish taking a punch. Everybody's got a good chin. Oh, and a nice counter right hand comes in again.
That had to have rocked Mackerlane, though he shows no ill effects. Such a tough fighter.
Yeah, opts to pull guard. You know, that might be an indication. Looks for an armbar.
You have to wonder how much confidence he'll have in his armbar now after what happened in the second round, where he couldn't quite finish it, but he goes for it again.
The exact same position we saw in round 2.
This is extremely deep, and referee Peter Lavery is again watching it.
Wow, almost like a mirror image of what we saw. Kravstov manages to get a bit of oh yeah, and he's out of the armbar.
And as you said, Jay, he goes immediately back to striking. He wastes no time. The second he's free of danger, he lands a strike on Mackerlane's face.
I love that aggressive ground and pound from Kravstov there. Really steps in with that right hand as well when he throws it to counter. Generates a lot of power. Just shows how good Mackerlane's chin is.
He's landing a jab there, does Kravstov.
No backward steps from Mackerlane though. Got a slightly worried look in his eye, and that's the end of the fight.
And
what a fight.
Both men exchange a hug and a smile. Kravstov was actually smiling for a lot of that last round. Both of them enjoying themselves so thoroughly.
Amazing to see that kind of sportsmanship. Great fight between two young guys. Great futures for both of them, I predict. But we'll go to the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by split decision,